Good afternoon. I'm Jordan Miller, and you're watching ntTV's online report. The FDA is warning labs and healthcare providers that a common COVID-19 test may be providing false positive results. The BD Max System COVID-19 diagnostic test from Becton Dickinson is showing an error rate of 3% false positives. The nasal swab-based test was given an emergency authorization from the FDA on April 8th. The Food and Drug Administration is recommending patients confirm their results with an alternative authorized test. The company is working with the FDA to resolve the problem. As COVID-19 cases are surging across the country, many people say they have no idea where they contracted the virus from. Mandy Gaither reports.
As coronavirus cases continue to rise, a survey by the Centers for Disease Control and Prevention shows only 45% of COVID-19 patients studied in 9 states knew they had been in contact with someone who had the virus. Most often, when the patient did know, it was a family member or work colleague. The in-depth survey of 350 patients also showed that those needing hospital treatment, which was about a quarter of the patients, were more likely to be older, have more underlying chronic health conditions, and less likely to be white than those who didn't need hospital care. These sicker patients were also more likely to have an annual household income of $25,000 or less and were less likely to be employed. The CDC says this research highlights the need for increased screening, case investigation, contact tracing, isolation of those infected, and prevention measures like social distancing and face coverings. For today's Health Minute, I'm Mandy Gaither.
Earlier today, Harvard and MIT filed a lawsuit against the U.S. government. This comes after the U.S. Department of State said that it will not issue visas to students enrolled in schools that are fully online for the fall semester. Both schools are trying to protect students' visas, wanting the new policy reversed, deeming it unlawful. Immigration and Customs Enforcement announced Monday that students who fall under certain visas may not be able to study in the U.S. With the Trump administration's new policy, many international students, including some UNT Eagles, are facing the possibility of deportation. UNT International student Victor Trousey is just one of many students around the U.S. who were in fear of getting deported after his classes were moved online for the fall semester.
My first emotion was absolute fear. I couldn't believe what I was reading. I was at a loss of words, and I didn't know what to think about it. I thought it was a joke. I thought somebody was making some sort of like fake news to send out to create more chaos.
Trousey is from Venezuela and has been in the U.S. since he was 17. He just graduated from UNT with his bachelor's degree and is now pursuing a master's in higher education with a specialization in student affairs.
We have lives in here that we're like in the middle of. Like if I'm given like 10 days or 30 days or 45 days, it doesn't matter how much time you give me in the next couple of months to like leave the country. You are interrupting my entire life. You're like messing up my degree plan. You're messing up my housing. You're messing up my finances. You're messing up putting my health at risk. It's just a lot of things.
In a statement given to ntTV, UNT said the UNT community cares deeply about our international students, and we are committed to providing them with continuity of education. The recent federal mandate has made it more challenging for us and the students, but we will do everything in our power to keep our international students here and provide them with options moving forward with their degree plans. Yesterday, NBA teams began arriving in Orlando for the restart of their season. Ballrooms have been converted into practice courts for the players. The league plans to finish their season in Orlando, but with only 22 of its 30 teams, including the Dallas Mavericks, who are expected to arrive today in Orlando. Los Angeles Lakers center Dwight Howard has a positive outlook on the NBA's safety precautions.
I think that the NBA has done a really good job these last couple of weeks of, trying to do the best they can to make sure that the bubble is safe as possible for, all the players that will be in attendance.
All 22 teams are expected to arrive by the end of the week, with the season beginning on July 30th. On Wednesday, in an interview with Forbes, rapper Kanye West stated that he no longer supports Donald Trump and that he believes he contracted COVID-19 back in February. West reportedly told Forbes he's lost faith in Trump and was turned off by reports that Trump hid in an underground bunker during protests over racial injustice and police brutality. This comes after West announced that he was running for president in 2020. Though West said he wasn't tested, he believes that he had COVID-19 and says he was confined to bed with overwhelming chills. You can follow us on Twitter at ntTV_news for the latest updates. Thanks for watching and join us again tomorrow for ntTV's online report.